Good morning, seniors. Um, Today I bring you a special kind of review, one that I think you'll find interesting. Here's the dealio. Don't program your cell phone to start charging at 80%. I don't care what they say, it won't work. Instead, program your charger to stop charging at 80%. How do you do that? Through this little device right here called the Chargy. And for your phone, Android, this video is Android only. This is the best thing since sliced bread, and we'll be starting right after this. Okay, for those of us that haven't met yet, my name is John Bell. I'm a retired school teacher and a full-time YouTuber. Okay, today's video is on the Chargy. Little device here, like I said, better than sliced bread. Okay, if you've been worried about your cell phone battery, been meticulously plugging it in, unplugging it, and don't leave it charged when you go to bed, and everything because you're afraid of your battery frying, you're not alone. There's millions of you out there. Okay, first of all, with Androids, okay, you'll see a lot of apps for Androids. Stop your phone charging at 80%. However, all they do is tell you, they don't do it. In other words, when your phone gets to 80%, you'll get a pop-up and they'll say, hey, your phone is at 80%, unplug it. Well, okay, that's great. If you're awake, what if you're asleep when it does this? Now you wake up in the morning, your phone's at 100%, it's been 100% all night, your phone is fried, okay, your battery, so hot you can hardly pick the thing up. Okay. Well, now, iOS. Now, this is a video on Androids, okay? But I got to make mention here with iOS. They came out with a iOS 10 or 11, somewhere in there. We're only going to charge your phone to 80%. Asterisk. Okay. Oh, hey, great. A cell phone manufacturer going to integrate in the circuitry the thing to regulate the charging. That's never been done before. This is amazing. Except for one thing. It's crapola. What they do is they say, we're going to stop your phone charging at 80%. But we know, because we're smart, when you want to use your phone. Well, big deal based on past experience. They know you leave the house every morning at 8 o'clock, so you need your phone charged by then. Okay? So what they try and tell you is, we're going to stop your phone charging at 80%. Okay? So you can leave it plugged in all night. That doesn't work. Nothing to worry about there. And then, when it gets to be like 7 o'clock, then we're going to have it charged up to 100%. So that when you need it, take it, you got 100%, you're good for the day. However, that's not what happens. Okay, if you study it and you watch it in action, which most people don't have the time for, you'll see it'll go to 80%, and it'll stop there for a little bit, it'll hesitate, and then it'll go to 100%, and it'll stay at 100%, and it'll cook that battery all night, okay? So, yeah, they claim, we stopped it at 80, and then when you picked it up, it was 100. And, God, when I went to bed, I plugged it in and it was 70, and I plugged it in and I was going to stop it at 80 and then charge up when I needed it. And, no. It didn't work that way. It stopped at 80 for a couple minutes, then right to 100, cooked all night, just like the Android does. Okay? Except the Android will tell you, hey, your phone reached 80%, unplug it. However, you're sleeping, so, that's out the window. All right, this little thing is called Chargie. You can get it at chargie.com, CHARGIE.com. Okay. They sell them in 1-packs, 3-packs, 5-packs, and I think now you can get like however many you want. And it's all mix and match, and the pricing. At the time I bought this, one cost $25. It was on a crowdfunding site. Oh, it was through Chargie, but through crowdfunding. And 3 knocked the price down to like 23 a piece. And 5 knocked it down to like 22 USD a piece. So it's, buy in bulk, you get more of them. All right. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything here. All right. Okay, so you might be asking yourself out there, what should I be charging to my phone to? Okay. Well, to answer that question, I went to, we'll put that off a minute. I want to show you something here. Here's my Android. Okay. Second line here, design capacity new. Okay. Self-explanatory. 3,000 milliamp hours, which of course is 100% of capacity. Okay. Now, the top line is fully charged, estimated capacity used. It has to be estimated because it's done off an app. Android won't tell you what it is right now, okay? Because mainly they don't want to show you. I'm at 38% of my capacity. Only 1,137 milliamp hours, fully charged. That means I've lost 62%. Okay, well, a lot of you might be saying, well, what'd you do with this thing? Just leave it plugged in and cooked it? That's exactly what I did, because I believed the hype on the internet that's saying, oh, there's special circuitry, it's secret. It won't let you overcharge your phone. It won't let you cook your battery. Oh? If you believe that, I got a bridge I want to sell you. Okay? Here's the living proof right here. Now, I also have an iPhone here somewhere. There it is. Okay? It's older than my Android. So let's go down here and take a look at it. 2017, my Android's 2018. Settings, battery health. You get the thing over here. Okay. Maximum capacity, 94%. Whoa. How come this is at 94%? My Android is at 38%. Well, the difference is this, I only use 1 month a year. Okay. When I go to Europe, and I use it for taking videos and pictures. And the rest of the year, I charge it to 100%, shut it off, stick it in a drawer. Okay? After 6 months or so, I might take it out, charge it back up, shut it off, stick it back in the drawer. And of course, when it gets time to go, I'll charge it up, make sure it's fully charged, and I'll use it for that month. Well, a month is not enough to fry your battery. So therefore, the capacity on the Android is a lot higher than the capacity on my, the capacity on my iPhone is a lot higher than the capacity on my Android, which I use every day, and I leave plugged in and I cooked it. Okay? Long story short. So, a lot of you out there might be, well, what should I be charging it to so I don't cook it? So I after 5 years, I've still got a real good battery, and I don't trading my phone on a new model because my battery's fried. Well, I'm glad you asked that. And to answer that question, I went to my good friend at Tesla Motors, and he sent me this chart. Now, Tesla Motors happens to be the world's largest battery manufacturer, so I think they know what they're talking about. However, we're going to find out here in a minute that their percentages don't correlate with percentages on a cell phone battery. Okay. Optimum high charge, 80%. Optimum low charge, 40%. From 40 to 20% is mild battery degradation. 20 to 0 is severe battery degradation. Don't ever leave your batteries go to 0. Okay. From 80 to 100 is severe battery degradation. And the sweet spot is between 40 and 80%. Now, this is for a car, okay? At a 40% charge on a 300 plus mile capacity car, okay, you still got 100 miles, which might be enough to go to grandma's house and back before you got to charge it, okay? On a cell phone, 40% ain't going to get you till noon, okay? So that's no good. So these are the minimum and maximum recommended from Tesla, okay, for automobiles. Well, I got to change it a little bit for cell phones, and I'll explain it as I go. So here it is in cell phones. Now, we don't want to program our charging to be 80% high, 40% low, because if we pick it up at 50%, we got no charge to get us through the day. Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to turn the charger off at 80%. As it charges up, when it gets to 80, shut it off. When it drops down to 79, we're going to turn it back on again. So we're going to keep our optimal charge level right there between 79, 80, 79, 80. The phone will go on and off. Your charger will go on and off, on and off, on and off, all night, all day, all weekend. You're within the parameters of the battery. You're not overheating it. You're not cooking it. And you're guaranteed that whenever you pick up this phone and leave, okay, you've got 80% charge, at the minimum 79 if you just happen to pick it up in the wrong cycle. Okay, you can go to the Chargy.com website, and they've got a lot of interesting things there for you to show you. But now I'm going to show you how to use this puppy. Set it up and use it. Okay. You unplug the cord from your phone charger. This end, okay, USB-A, big end, it goes into your charger. This end, you plug in your phone charging cable. The other end, you plug in your phone, okay? This turns your charger on and off, okay? Doesn't turn your phone on and off. It turns your charger on and off. Okay, so now here's how we use this. First of all, you have to go to Chargy. Go to your Play Store. Google Play Store. Android, not iOS. That'll be a different video. And, okay, there's installing now. It's installed. It's that quick, okay? Now, it's going to ask you a lot of things. Click OK to all of them because you got to allow them. A lot of them are Android settings. You can't, like this one. This is an Android requirement. We do not use your location access. Okay, so now here you see I've got it connected to Android. I got it connected to my phone. No, I named my device Android. Okay, I also have another one that I'll name iPhone when I get that set up. Then we go to settings. Remember these two numbers, 80 and 1. Okay, we're going to make the default charge limit 80. The allowed charge drop, 1%. Now, it's a little touchy there. You got to take your finger off of it straight back. You can't get it to the side or anything. It'll change it, and then you got to do it again. Okay, so as you can see here, sometimes, especially for small numbers, you really got to. There you go. Now I got it. Okay. Maximum charging, 60. Well, that's Celsius. We want to use Fahrenheit. We're in the United States. These things might be necessary for your phone. You have to go on Chargy website. They'll explain it all. Do not turn your LEDs off. Okay, your default top-up level, make that 80. Again, little touchy. There we go. Okay. Number of minutes it'll start, I knock it down to about 15. 14, that's good. Maximum connections, that's good. Time between retries, persistent Bluetooth. If your phone needs it, do that. Stop charging a connection. If you need it, do that. Okay. Other than that, update notifications. Yes, I want to know when they're saying display all Bluetooth low energy devices. Yes, because I'm going to have an Android and an iPhone, and I want to be able to pick one or the other. Okay. And these are pretty self-explanatory. You can play with them, turn them on and off, see the differences. Okay, launch Chargy on boot. Yes. Kill completely at exit. No. Do not do this, because otherwise, when it gets to 80% and it shuts off, okay, you're not going to be able to use your Chargy till you load it again. Okay, so we don't want to do that. Okay. Now you'll notice I programmed it at 80%. But yet it's at 90, so I have to press the minus button until I get it down to 80. So this is a little glitch, okay? I told it in settings only go to 80, but here it still says 90. Remember, it was at 90, okay? So I only have to do this once. That's it. Now it's done. Okay, now I'm charging. It's at 79%. This just happened where we caught it. It's at 1% to go. I reached 80%. Look at that. It shut it off. See how it graded out? Okay. More on this later. But look, it says discharging to 78%. Whoa, what is that? Okay. Well, let's look at the lights. Remember the lights, the ones I told you not to shut off? Let's look at them. Here you go. All right, here it's charging. Okay. It's 78%. It's 2% to go. Now 1% to go. The green light means it's in connection with your phone. The red light means it's charging. Kind of counterintuitive there, but that's the way they do it. Okay, now you see it's shut off. See, the red light's off. The green light's still on. Okay. But look, it's discharging to 78. Okay. Now it goes down to 78. This is speeded up, of course. Okay, now the charger comes back on and it charges it up to 80. Well, we don't want that. We don't want it to go to 78. Okay? So you see what I said? I just leave the lights on. I don't shut them off. If you think you're going to save any money on electricity, you're talking maybe a couple cents a year. These are LED lights. I mean, they don't draw anything. Okay? If you think, oh, well, I got to charge my phone between 79 and 80, 79 and keep doing. The amount of electricity that takes is nothing. A nickel a year or something, Don't worry about it. And also that location, allow location access. I know a lot of you out there, I don't want nobody tracking me. I ain't allowing no location. Well, if you do, it's not going to work. Because it's not going to know when your phone is near this. Okay? So remember, this is Bluetooth, low energy, not Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is line of sight. that'll go for 20 miles. Okay, so people can track you on that. This, you're lucky if it goes for 20 feet. So if they're tracking you on this, on Bluetooth, they're in your front room and you got more problems than this to worry about if Big Brother's in your front room. Okay. So now, a few little tidbits here. All right. Number one, set your on a new charger, set your maximum to 80. 0% drop, because there's the other glitch. Okay, if you put in 1%, it drops 2. It's got a built-in 1% buffer for some reason. So put in 0, and then it'll drop 1. So you get 7980, 7980. Okay. Also, keep all the BLEs active so you can see it on your cell phone. Okay. And leave it run in the background. Don't worry about energy. Pennies a month. Okay. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Okay. And basically that's it. Oh, one more thing. Again, this is a thing on Android. I talked a little bit about iPhones because it was necessary to set it up. If you're waiting on that iPhone video, which will be next, okay, probably within a week, go down here. There's a red subscribe button. Press it. After you do, next to it will be a little bell icon. Click on it, and then any videos moving forward will automatically go to your inbox on your email. And so if you're waiting on that iOS video, that's a good way to be notified of it. Okay, so I hope you found this enjoyable. This works first time, every time, day or night. I just plug my phone into this whenever I come home. I don't care what the percentage is. I really don't. Because if I've been charging it in the car and it's too high, okay, it's going to shut off. Okay, it's not going to charge. It'll let it get down to 79. That'll charge it to 80, back and forth, and it'll keep it there. And I can pick up that phone anytime, day or night. I don't need to look at the phone. I don't need to look at the charging lights. I don't need to look at anything. I pick up the phone. I put it in my pocket. I know I've got 80%. Even in a phone with 38% capacity, that'll get me through the day. So, until next time, this is John Bell, signing off. Watch the end screens. There's a couple things that you might be interested in. Thank you. Bye now. Bless you.
This is John Bell, thanking you for watching another quality video from Reviews for Seniors. If you see this on Facebook, please like it. If you see it on YouTube, please subscribe. Like it, share it with your friends and neighbors and family, and subscribe and ring the notification bell, and my next video will appear in your inbox. Until then, this is John Bell, signing off.